I get to it first, I got you mad. I get sad when I get to it last. Get it that I'm never going back. Get it that I'm never going back. I get to it first, I got you mad. I get sad when I get to it last. Get it that I'm never going back. Get it that I'm never going back. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it that I'm never going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it that I'm never going. I get to it off the runway. Different incomes, not one way. Living life on a one way. I knew this would happen someday. You can ask my day one day. Cloudy days turn to sun rays. Only way to way up way. Know my way, know my feng shui. I get to it first, I got you mad. I get sad when I get to it last. Get it that I'm never going back. Get it that I'm never going back. I get to it first, I got you mad. I get sad when I get to it last. Get it that I'm never going back. Get it that I'm never going back. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it that I'm never going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it that I'm never going. Different summer, different car keys. I'm the life of the party. Might buy a bike like a Harley. Totally do so gnarly. God got me, can't harm me. I got armor in an army. Battle scars, battle smartly. Just forever like a Sharpie. I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it that I'm never going back. Get it that I'm never going back. I get to it first, I got you mad. I guess that when I get to it last. Get it that I'm never going back. Get it that I'm never going back. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it that I'm never going up. Going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, going up. Get it that I'm never going. 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 Never going.
Good morning, Pine Nation. Welcome to the live. Hello, hello. Get your coffee, get your teas, get your waters with your Crystal Light packets. Okay, that's what I got this morning, y'all. I said, all right, I've been going heavy on the coffees. Pipe down, okay? Hey, The Gig, thank you for becoming a new member. I appreciate it, sis. Okay? Thank you. Hey, T Loving. Hey, Shy. Hey, Paula. Hey, Nurse. Hey, everybody in the building. Hey, Ketcha. Hey, Fifi, Elizabeth, Queen K, Latoy, Paulette. Okay. Who else we got, y'all? Everybody is here. Deborah's in the building. I'm sorry, y'all. I started at the bottom. Elizabeth is here. Nisha is in the building. Sun is here. Melody is here. Okay. All the gang is here. Now, guys, we have a couple things to go over. We got Skye dropped. I think Skye dropped like 2 vlogs. Jasmine dropped a vlog. And I started to look at it, y'all. And then I was like, you know what? I don't want to look at it. I'm going to just stay away. Oh my gosh. Girl, Chrissy yesterday with that long drawn out live. See, remember I said, y'all, when we did the last reaction on Chrissy, remember I said, y'all, I think that Chrissy in the chat, when Chrissy was like, we're being foreclosed or whatever. Okay, whatever. And then I said, you know what? People in the chat was giving her ideas. They was like, don't pay your rent. You shouldn't have to pay your rent. Oh, please don't say that to Chrissy. She's already a top tier scammer. Please don't say that to Chrissy. Okay, you put ideas. Look, with Bay, all right, with let's say Studsby. With Studsby and Chrissy's rental history together, top tier scammer mode. Top tier scammer mode. I know y'all didn't sit there and give them ideas on how they can make. Chrissy made that entire story up so Chrissy don't have to pay rent. Because see, her and Bay need a new CP, and y'all already know the story. We're not going to do it. Y'all already know the story. All right, so guys, let's get started with Jasmine real quick, okay? Give me 1 second to pull her up, because Jasmine is running a fake storyline as well, talking about she's sad about, she's making pretend like it's a man girl. Stop it, Jasmine. All right. Okay, hold on 1 second, y'all. There's something in the air. Okay, guys. So like I was saying about Jasmine is up here faking that some type of romantic breakup is happening. And I'm not sure if I'm buying it. I think Jasmine does not know how to run a storyline. We've already talked about how she's not able to lie as good as the other ladies or stick to her lie. Chrissy just sat there, and I know I'm back and forth, but just keep up. Chrissy sat there in her live and said, people lie all the time. So when they asked her about that house, because they were on her top about that house, she sat in there and told her audience, who tells their audience? Now, I can see if we exaggerate a little bit, like I did with Liv's lawyer. We know that's not Liv's lawyer, okay? It's called having fun. But to flat out make up a lie and said that you had a house and your audience, they were believing her. Oh, why are you guys talking about Chrissy? Chrissy bought a, like, and she sat there and said to her audience, people lie all the time. Why can't I? Basically. That's basically what she said. All right, y'all, let's go here with Jasmine. Not a boss lady mug. Not a woman who posts 2 10-minute vlogs a week and barely makes the threshold to get a $100 check from YouTube with the boss lady mug. The irony of it all. Not only that, she's editing, and hold on, y'all. She's editing an old ass vlog. This is the vlog where she made us watch them play basketball for 10 minutes straight. How far behind are we? Jasmine is still in December here, guys. Okay.
About to leave, y'all. Kind of running late for Legend, and I was trying to get my editing done, so we're about to head out to my basketball game. And yeah, Legend, go turn your light off. Making sure I lock these doors. Welcome to the end vlog. So here we go. All right, get in. You will always be mine. Now you wanna be free, so I let it fly. Cause I know in my heart, babe, our love will never die. No. you'll always be my baby.
Hands up, Maya, hands up. Take it. Take it. Maya, call for it. Shoot it. Come on, Maya. Yeah, Maya. Yeah. Grab it.
Wait a minute now. What you say, nurse? It's been alleged that Stanky was expelled from daycare. Wait a minute. Hold on now. What is that about, y'all? Why was Stankadactyl, have been expelled from daycare? Do you guys think that Jasmine was late dropping him off every morning? Do you think it's because he had a tantrum because he couldn't have his blanket all day? Did he not take a nap on time? Did he bite somebody? I don't know. Remember, we had a problem with other people biting people. I'm not going to say who it is. I think you guys know who I'm talking. Remember somebody bit somebody at daycare? Somebody whose mom is in the big house? Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, we will see. Is that why she wait a minute? That makes sense. That's why she depressed. Oh, I have to deal with Legend all day. Oh, Legend is back in the house all day making dinosaur noises. Is that what it is? Because you know she get depressed when she got to have her kids. Legend is up there now. She's not interested in him no more. He's not a huge tax deduction. She don't feel like dealing with him because Daddy gone. Girl, yeah, she is lit in there, ain't she, Paulette? Girl, remember I told y'all, and y'all probably hear the tired of me telling y'all that this girl thought it was cute that her son got expelled from daycare? I said, oh, maybe there's some behavior issues because the father was in the home, honey. I didn't understand what's going on. Okay. All I had to say is wait till daddy get home. Oh, everybody got in line and got their shit together. Because they already knew daddy was on that ass. Okay. So we don't have all that shit going on around here. Mama Duke's, oh yes, I saw that. Plus it was boring. Let's go. I saw that Mom Dukes posted a video yesterday. And I don't have like Mom Dukes, her videos are okay for like her age group and everything. But now I wonder, does Jasmine, y'all, now that her and Mom Dukes are not cool, I wonder, does Jasmine make Mom Dukes pay her to edit her videos? I'm going to need $20 per video, Mom. Aiden was off the chain and yes, I remember that. And remember when Philip came home, y'all, he was like, Aiden shouldn't be taking this medication. Sir, you can be mad about it all you want. You and Jasmine ain't wrapped too tight. No offense. But when you got two parents that ain't wrapped too tight, all right, hint, somebody that ate some Ajax, okay? We're not saying no names. Then, the chances of a kid turning out wonderful, I'm not saying that, look, you can't tell when they're that young. But if you're biting people in daycare, we're not going to have a talk about it. You know what I'm going to do about that, right? You know how that's going to get handled. You cannot, look, y'all, you can't keep, we're going to pray about it. Look, do something about it. That's what you have. You have to take action. God gave you a brain. You can pray about stuff. I ain't saying don't pray about it, but you got to take physical action. You got a brain. You got 2 hands, 2 legs. Okay, that's why God blessed us with that. Exactly, Catcher. That's all I'm saying. What? That's this. I've never even heard of it, Shay, until that girl at my job. And I was like, not a day. I never heard of anything like that before. Because we don't have those problems over here. We don't have those problems. No, not at all. Because once you start acting like we in the street, we're going to get, you know how your mother used to say, you want to keep crying? I'm going to give you a reason to cry. That's how we do over here, okay? Some stuff is old school. Some stuff we can do new school, okay? AJ will, ooh, terrible. Something terrible. Biting the teacher at daycare. I don't even think Aiden hit the teacher. He didn't bite her, okay? Yes, she's depressed because Stankadactyl is in the building. Good morning, Mary Blue. Good morning, Ocean. Hey, Walk by Faith. Hey, everybody just coming in. Hey, Bush Gang. All right, y'all, let's keep going. I think most of y'all know what I'm about. Why are we putting canned juice inside of a... The juice doesn't go in there, y'all. Just PSA. When you're making canned goods, which I never make, except for beans, why are we putting canned juice inside of the pot? That's... You take the corn off, you take the top off, string beans, corn, whatever you... Not beans, okay? Let me, because they kind of slow. And you drain the juice, and then you put the vegetable in the pot, and then you can go back and maybe put some water in there. Where was these people raised at? In jungles? Who eats canned juice? All right, let's apparently Tiona J eats canned juice and Jasmine eats canned juice. Okay, let's keep going, y'all. It was attacked by the BB. Girl, they popped somebody in there. Girl, not the BBs. Not nuclear plates from the dollar store. Not a nuclear plate from the... Girl, she has moved. Somebody's moving up in the world. Y'all see that? Okay, Jasmine.
Thank you for the food. That is so sad. Like cabrito on it.
If you want me to never ever come back to your house again, just put my plate on a tray of plastic. I won't be back. Believe me. I don't eat off of plastic. It's disgusting. All right, y'all. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so Jasmine is done. She put out her 8-minute and 9-second video of nothingness for the world to see. So we are going to move forward, guys. We are going to prison trays. Yes, come through, prison trays. All right, y'all. So we going over to Skye's world. Now, Skye has the twins' birthday. I don't really know if I'm interested in that one as of today. Hold on, y'all. We're going to do this one because I don't know if I can do the birthday one. And what is going on with her hair? Y'all, what is going on with Skye's hair? Girl, please. Hold on, y'all. Let's get Skye on the screen. Yeah, put a plastic plate. Give me food on a plastic plate. We're done. This is the end of this, this whole thing going on here. All right, give me a second. Y'all, why somebody got mad because I said I use paper plates? And they were like, you use paper. Who the hell is mad? Y'all get mad. Not y'all, but bitches get mad about some weird shit. You're mad because I can afford paper plates because they high as a motherfucker. And you're over there eating off a styrofoam? Oh, my bad, bitch. Get a job. Okay. They were like, everybody pays taxes, bitch. I know that. Okay. When I talked about One time I talked about YouTube and how people are not evading taxes. I get the same 1099. Hello. I mean, come on, people. I get a 1099. I do YouTube. I do YouTube now enough, whereas though I have to pay taxes on YouTube. Okay, they don't take taxes out of your YouTube check. I get it. Like y'all gotta stop explaining stuff to people who know what the fuck they're already talking about. You use bitch. So what the fuck you gonna do about it? Who's gonna fight over a fucking paper plate? And you're polluting the earth. I recycle, bitch. Okay, Let me stop playing around, y'all. All right, let me get these people on the screen. All right, let's get into Skye, y'all.
Stop. And then I'm still getting talked about roaches, but we don't have roaches, and we ain't gonna have roaches in this place. There's no eating outside the kitchen. There's a whole plan working on getting us a table, and I did that. We eat at the table now. There's no eating outside the kitchen. There's no drinks outside the kitchen. There's no food left. If I see food, I'm getting up. If anybody else gonna get up, I'm gonna get up.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Yeah, all these bitches mad, okay? You use paper plates. Okay. I'm not understanding how is that a read. Okay. If you want a motherfucking read, I'll show you a motherfucking read over this bitch. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's go. It's too early.
Welcome back to another video. Welcome back. So in this,
You didn't go outside.
Okay, he took the dog outside. It's okay. You stay in the house. So in this video, I will be showing you guys my grocery haul. I went to Walmart. I honestly was supposed to go pick up only a week's worth of groceries, which was like 7 days. This is gonna last us longer than 7 days, okay? But I'm gonna show you guys everything.
Now, Skye, you know you can't do anything in your life without food stamps. Spend them wisely. The way you spend these stamps on a bunch of garbage. Why is your hair looking like that? Who comes in public? Who shows their face in a public setting looking like they stuck their finger in a fucking electric socket? Okay, all right, let's keep going, y'all.
That I gotta hurry up, get the stuff put up, get dinner made, and go to school. So let's get started. All right, so I got everything here. I'm gonna start over here. So we got nachos. So we're gonna be doing a movie night soon. So here's the nachos that I picked up. I also grabbed some fruits. I got some strawberries, and then
all right, now listen, y'all, listen. Skye is allowed to get the party sides. Why does Tiona, with 2 people, have a party sides bag of Doritos? This is what I'm saying. Now we got a good comparison. Skye has 6 kids and a fake husband and a bonus child. So it's 7 kids over there. Okay. A couple by a crackhead, a couple by a couple randoms. Okay. A couple other random deadbeat niggas sleeping on their mama couch. So what I'm trying to figure out is, why would Skye, who has 7 children, so she's allowed to get the party, she needs the party size bag. Hey, Mysterious. Hey, Anna. Why would Skye and Tiona J, who has 2 kids, I'm gonna keep the comparison. So if you annoyed with the comparison, you just, it's just gonna happen, have the same size chips. I'm trying to figure. I'm doing some math here. 2 plus 2. I'm doing math. You should not have I don't even buy party size. I buy chips about once or twice a month. I told y'all I was going hard on the chips, okay? Twice a week. You can't keep eating chips like that. You're taking it too far, okay? They're not healthy. Exactly, the gig. That's all I'm saying. These people act like, yeah, because I know. I get one, yo. Just please. Okay, all right. We're back to Skye. Skye, can buy a party size bag. If you have 2 people in your house, please don't be buying party size bags of chips. It's unhealthy. Me eating chips maybe twice a week, that was unhealthy. All right, y'all know how you be like right now. I feel like I'm doing real good. I told y'all one of my I guess it was a New Year's resolution, but it was something I needed to do. I had to stop drinking coffee so much. Even though I drink 1 cup, sometimes I was doing 2 cups a day. I was doing 1 iced coffee and 1 regular coffee. It was too much. Self-control, guys, okay? I'm not buying a party size bag unless I'm actually having a party. That's all I'm saying. All right, y'all, let's keep going. Let's keep going. That's enough.
I also got these strawberries because I honestly just want to see if they taste like regular strawberries. I really don't like strawberries no more. I don't know.
They probably taste good, but with the color, with the dots, that is gonna gross me out. But they probably taste good.
So me and the kids are gonna try these. And y'all see how thin this is, and these things was not cheap. Okay. And then I got the regular strawberries because the kids love strawberries. I also grabbed 2 bags of grapes. I got 18 chicken pot pies. So these can be eaten dinner time, lunchtime, or eat time or whatever. So that's what I got. 19. I got 3.
All right, hold up. All right, so I'm glad to see some fresh fruits on the table. However, I just have one thing. Please don't make a salad again with grapes and eggs. Now, we went over that. I think I have that somewhere because I feel like we need to go over that again. Who makes a salad? Listen to what you're doing here. With grapes, with eggs. Who does? That's not a combo. When you're going to put eggs in there, it needs to be like meat, like a chef salad. Something. I don't eat eggs in my salad, y'all. I used to. I don't do it anymore. Like, you know how your taste buds change. You be like, oh, I don't like it no more. But who eats eggs and grapes in the same area? Like, why are grapes here if eggs are here? Now I can see if you got like scrambled eggs, bacon, and maybe you got some strawberries and grapes as your little fruit for breakfast. Yes, she had a salad, and the salad looked good. And then she put the eggs and grapes. Are you crazy? Are you sick? Usually when you're going to put grapes in a salad or like strawberries or apples, y'all know how they got that Chick-fil-A salad and they got the apples. And I think it's strawberries and apples. Or am I getting it mixed up with the Wendy's salad? Anyway, you know how you got a salad with fruit in it? Gross. Gross. But anyway, let's keep going. But at least she got some fruits on the table.
Nope, I got 3 cans. I got 4 cans of baked beans. I got 2 packs of ground beef. Y'all know I use this.
Hold up, y'all. I missed it because something was going on with the screen. She got 18 Popeyes. Now, I'm assuming that they had like Popeyes on sale for 99 cents because if you went in there and spent $2 each pop, I know she didn't though. She got a little more sense than that. She do shop in a way that's going to feed her family. She doesn't buy all the healthiest things, but the kids are going to be fed, even if it's noodles with an apple. Okay? Remember that? Now, y'all remember that too. Noodles on a plate, apple for the side. Didn't wash the apples off. Didn't wash their hands before they put the apples on a plate, but it was noodles and apples with a little bit of dirt on them as a snack. Okay? So let's keep going, guys.
To stretch my meals further. I also got some tomatoes. I got a thing of syrup.
Here's where we're coming into the problem area. Okay. I try to stop eating waffles and pancakes basically altogether. I eat pancakes about 2, maybe 3 times a year. That syrup is dangerous. Okay. And I know that it got to be a diabetic over there because the way they eat, anybody with diabetes has no business. If you got anybody in your family, okay, with diabetes, tell them they're not allowed to have the pancakes. Plain and simple. Hide the syrup. Don't let these people spike their blood sugar through the roof with that damn syrup. I don't mean no harm. She needs to cut out pancakes, waffles, any of that type of stuff. I understand that it gets the that it it's kind of like filling. A pancake is good as hell. I mean, come on, y'all. Everybody like a good old pancake and a good waffle, right? But it needs to be like once a quarter. Every 3 months you can have a pancake, not a daily thing of having pancakes. But she probably bought a waffle maker somewhere. I feel like we've seen a waffle maker in her presence. All right, let's keep going, y'all.
Also got some yogurt. So the kids are actually about to have some yogurt in a few minutes. That's going to be their snack for today. We're going to have yogurt and strawberries. And then so the favorite I got is strawberry.
Now, I would have did vanilla yogurt because I feel like that's a trustworthy, and I would have did Greek vanilla yogurt. That's what I would have did. But
I got some candy because, again, we're going to have movie night soon. So this is some of the candy the kids are going to have. I'm thinking about getting them one more box of something different. Then we got some sausage patties. Got some popcorn. I got 2 boxes of popcorn because I don't know if these are going to be the minis or not. If it is, then we'll just use this.
Did you read
these
the
2
box?
boxes, they were $6 and some change a piece. All right, y'all. So we over here to the table now. So I got sugar. I end up getting a 25-pound bag of sugar because we do go through sugar really quickly. I really like to get my sugar from.
Here we are. Are we at Nika's house or are we at Skye's house? What in the hell? This belongs in a commercial kitchen. Why in the hell are you using 20? This is a straight road to diabetes. She's on the road to becoming diabetic. Why in the hell is anybody on earth besides a commercial kitchen using 25 pounds? I told y'all, I have not purchased actual sugar. It had to be like 15 years, literally. And I understand that the substitute sweetener may not be healthy either, but that's what we use. We use equal, but I'm not buying 25 pounds of it. I'm just buying like a 200. I think it's like coming packs of 200. And it's high as hell too. It's like $6.99 for 200 packs. That sounds good, but it doesn't come like this. But you can buy like substitute sugar like this. Y'all know what I'm talking about, in a resealable bag. They got all kind of stuff. Why? Because she's over there making Kool-Aid. Look, we've already had this conversation, Pie Nation. Please stop drinking Kool-Aid, y'all. Please. Okay. It's just it's unhealthy. It's unhealthy, y'all. Ever since nobody past 1990. If it's after 1990, that's when you should have stopped drinking Kool-Aid. Y'all, these sodas, I get you can have a soda every now and then. And you might, look, a lot of people still make Kool-Aid. I understand that. I just discovered that I couldn't believe that people were still making Kool-Aid. Y'all, get a Crystal Light pack and call it a day. Okay, I got what is this, y'all? My Fruit Punch Crystal Light pack right here. And I'm about to put it in my water and shake it up. We're done. And I get that it takes a minute to get used to that fake sugar taste, but it's better than that. I think it's better than using 25 pounds of 25 pounds. She's setting them up for failure. All right, I'm gonna try to let it play, y'all, but y'all know I can't stop interrupting this.
Like Sam's Club or BJ's, but I wasn't able to go to either one of those stores today, so I got it from Walmart. I also got some French vanilla cappuccino. I like putting this in my coffee. I got some noodles, so I got the chicken pack, and I also got beef, so I got both. I also got some some taco wraps, some flour tortillas. Taco wraps, I got 2 packs of that. That's 20 in each pack. I also got some smoked sausage, some butter. I got some tuna because my son, he's eating on certain types of foods now. So tuna is one of the things I give him because I make tuna salad for him. So I got a bunch of tuna.
Did we hear that?
I got some peas.
Did we hear that
corn,
correctly? Okay, hold on, y'all.
Some milk.
Y'all know what's
I got
going on
2
here.
bags of fries, the crinkle fries.
Y'all know what's going on, right? What's going on is feeding these kids buttermilk pancakes every morning with tons of syrup. All right. All these French fries and these fried chicken nuggets. Girl, it's called the air fryer. Why do you think everybody has an air fryer? They're trying to go a little bit healthier. Even though you're eating a processed food, it doesn't make sense to fry it on top of that. Okay? Like she's not even trying to make it healthier. So now her son is on a special diet. I wonder why. With a 2-pound bag of buttermilk pancakes and a 10-pound thing of syrup sitting on the table. Oh, girl, I love any Crystal Light, but my favorite is sweet tea. Y'all know I told y'all I couldn't get enough. I was having a problem with sweet teas too. Okay. I was doing sweet teas almost every like 3 times a week, y'all. It was bad. It was bad. From McDonald's. I love them. And the sweeter they were, the better. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I think. So what do y'all think? I'm thinking maybe it's the boy. Y'all know who we're talking about, but I'm not gonna, maybe it's the one who doesn't want to clean up. Let's put it that way. Y'all know the one who I be like, he just standing around, he not cleaning up. Is that the one on the special diet? So now y'all know what she did. She dropped some crumbs, right? So she dropped those crumbs so she can come back on her next video and say, they're out there talking about my son on a special diet. This is what Skye does. She dropped the little crumbs so we can talk about it. And then she wants to complain about it, guys. It's a cycle. Okay? So I'm thinking Mr. I don't want to clean up is the one that's on the special diet. Girl, wait a minute. Will to win. Why? When it's real sweet, I just let the ice melt. Wait a minute, y'all. Why? Wait a minute. I got a confession, y'all. Why I be doing like Nika? Why I be over there like, I would like a cup of sweet tea, no ice. And then when wait a minute, y'all, look, let me tell y'all what I be doing, right? Then when I get to the window, I be like, can I have a cup of ice? They probably be like, again? This lady is here again? Anyway. Because you need, girl, if you take the sweet tea and the ice, you can split the sweet tea like 3 times down on a cup of ice because they give you so much ice in there. All right, let's keep going, y'all. But yeah, this unhealthy eating is why he's on a special diet. Okay.
I got 2 bags of pancake mix. I got some crackers for him to have, unsalted crackers for him to have with his tuna. I got Salisbury steak. This is what the kids are going to have for dinner tonight. Bananas. I got 6 loaves of bread.
My kids will eat the Salisbury steak. Like when they on their own, I'll get them the mashed potatoes. They go in the microwave. I can't remember the brand of them, but it's like a big thing of mashed potatoes. And I'll get them the Salisbury steak, and they can put the Salisbury steak in the oven, and they can make their own meal. I'm not eating those Salisbury steaks. They don't have a problem with them. I'll be like, y'all like these? They say, yeah, they don't have a problem with them. I'm not eating them. They're gross to me, but they don't mind. Like, I don't like certain nuggets and stuff. It had to be like all white meat. You said we have to break those bad habits over the holidays, hours, and drinking root beer floats and eating peach cobbler. Right. Now you have to get right. Because the holidays, you're going to eat maybe some pie, it's going to get a little unhealthy, but you got to enjoy yourself sometime. Donut, sweet tea, and you get a half sweet, half unsweet. Okay. Yeah, to make it like you can have a little bit of good and kind of be good with whatever your little treat is. Everything from scratch. Hey, Darla, even your own coffee cream, mayo, salad dressing. Wow, girl, you're going to have to give us some recipes. Look, Darla, drop a salad dressing recipe down in the comment section so I can screenshot it and try it for myself. I would appreciate it, okay? Whole family eats nothing but starch and eats nothing but starch and blood. They need a fat. Yes, they do. Yes. They need some, some sea moss up in there. Let me see y'all what y'all saying. Yeah. So, you got to buy some of the microwave stuff for the kids, like those Popeyes. That's good for them to have like after school, so you don't have to cook after school. But she doesn't have any. I don't know if she bought any salad. We're going to see because we got a couple more minutes left in the haul. But she was doing salads for a minute, y'all. Remember when she was doing salads? And in doing the tomatoes, I don't know if she had cucumber because she probably one of the people. I don't eat cucumber. She's very weird. She has the taste buds of like a 4-year-old, the palate of a 4-year-old, because she doesn't eat a lot of stuff that like adults eat. You can tell. I'm gonna say when somebody grew up in a household where they weren't, like introduced to a lot of different foods. I feel like that's Skye. You
I
done
also
mashed
got
your head up.
my son some turkey sausage.
That was the healthy thing, y'all.
I got some
Skinless turkey
lemons
sausage.
because I want to start trying to drink more water. I'm not going to guarantee it, but I'm going to try.
You're not gonna guarantee it until your damn kidney shut down. When your kidney shut down, it's gonna be a problem. See, she one of them people that's gonna be ignorant about health. She's stuck in a time warp.
I got some hot chocolate, some sharp cheddar cheese, some mozzarella cheese. I also grabbed some red beans and rice.
Now, this is another culprit, guys. Remember, I was talking about, yes, cucumber is one of my favorites. Sometimes I'll just eat a sliced cucumber and sliced cherry tomatoes, put a little bit of salt on there, and put like maybe some ranch or something. But this is another thing. You got to watch out for the salt intake, the sodium on the back of these is probably off the charts. Now, she does have some bananas over here, guys. You better be careful putting your bread by those bananas. Then you're going to have banana bread.
This is what I'm going to be making the sausage links in, the smoked sausage in. So this is one of the meals we're going to have. And we've never had this before. So I don't know if 2 boxes is going to be enough or if I need to make more. I'm going to start with 2 boxes and see how it goes. Then me and the girls do not really like butter popcorn. So I always get this kettle corn seasoning to go on it. So I grabbed 2 this time. And then I got some pork and beans. This is corn. I got some cheese. I got some more taco seasoning.
Like wine trash.
I got some cheese to go on the nachos. I got some brown rice for my son.
It's very weird, isn't it?
Okay. I also got some salad. Well, some lettuce. I broke into this, so I made me a sandwich, y'all, because I've been out all day. And
wait a minute, y'all. Them 2 little $2 bags of shredded lettuce, unless you're making tacos or like nachos. I feel like she should have bought a couple heads of lettuce. She could have bought a couple heads of cabbage. She never makes cabbage. That's a fresh vegetable that cooks down fast. Put some peppers in there. Buy some real butter, girl. And she never buys fish. She says she doesn't eat fish. That's another weird thing. I think that's weird. And you know what else I think is weird, y'all? Maybe it's because, I grew up eating fish, but people be like, I don't eat stuff with bones in it. Okay, are you 4? Like, are you 4 years old? Like, I get that a 4-year-old or a child doesn't eat stuff with bones in it, but you're an adult. You know you can pull that bone out of that fresh fish. It literally comes right up. Like, what's going on with these adults that say they don't eat stuff with bones in it? Y'all, that's weird to me, y'all. All right, let's go.
I had to eat something. I got 2 bags of lettuce. I got a bag of carrots. Here's some more smoked sausage. I also grabbed some turkey sandwich meat for sandwiches. I grabbed some garlic butter. Got some more salt because we were out of salt. Also got some marinara pasta sauce. Some more jelly. Here's more marinara. My baked beans. Oh. Then I also grabbed this coffee right here. So me and my oldest, we've been drinking this coffee for a while. We stopped for a little bit. So now I want to get back to it. This coffee is really, really good. We do still have a bunch of the penny coffees, but sometimes I like to switch it up. So yeah. And this right here is like, I think $6 to $9. $6 to $9.
No.
1 or 2. I can't remember the price. But yeah, so got that. And then I got this big thing of honey. Because y'all know.
Not a 10 gallon of honey. 10 gallons of honey and a 50-pound bag of sugar. It's getting real diabetic around here. Like, girl, you are going to Never mind.
Honey
I'm gonna be in the hospital by the end of the year with this diet. Y'all see what D Harold
is kind of like on the healthier side a little bit. So I got this so my son can have, like, when he has like oatmeal, instead of putting sugar in it, he can have like oatmeal and stuff like that.
Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I'm from Maryland. I can't live without a good old lump crab. If you never had Maryland crab meat, you don't know what you're missing, girl. Okay? It's not like that Venezuelan crap. Okay, the Venezuelan is what they use to cut the Maryland crab meat, which is about $50. Some places, if you get it on sale, it's $40. You can get a little thing of crab meat, lump crab meat. You put some a little bit of mustard in there. I can't remember the whole recipe. Might be mayonnaise because I don't really make crab cakes. I just go buy them. I'm telling you, it's nothing. You gotta try. When you come to Maryland, you better get yourself a crab cake. We don't play about seafood around here, okay? We don't play them games, okay? I don't look. I know that understand it's like a fishy background to seafood. So some people don't like it, but no, I'm gonna fry some fish. I'm gonna fry some lake trout. I'm gonna fry some oyster trout. I don't know if y'all ever had oyster trout before, but oyster trout is not a game. Forget about lake trout. Just throw that in the trash. Oyster trout. I'm gonna fry some hake fish, which is steak. We cut it in steak portions. We make some steak fish. Okay, girl, we don't play about seafood around here, around these parts.
Here's some more cheddar cheese, just a amount. Then we got some ham for sandwiches. I also grabbed me a jug of this Simply lemonade with raspberries in it. I also got some grits, and then there's more peas and my other bag.
One thing I can say about Skye's haul, it's better than Jasmine's, y'all. She gonna feed the kids if she ain't gonna do nothing else. Yeah, I don't know why she's still buying vitamin D instead of 2%. I would be buying the lactose 2%, or not 2%, lactose milk, non-sugar, non-sweet.
We out of oatmeal, which I really want to go back and get some more. I usually keep like 2 containers of oatmeal in the house because we run out of food. Oatmeal really stretches. I also like to keep multiple bags of the pancake mix because that also helps up too.
No, it doesn't help. It hurts.
Yeah,
the pancake mix is what's making everybody be on special diet.
Buns, y'all see
another thing, special diets. You don't need a roll. Listen, y'all, some people, I'm gonna say like my grandmother, she grew up poor. All right, she made it in decent in life for herself, but she grew up poor, and she said they used to have a piece of bread, let's say, with every meal. Let's put that aside, y'all. We don't need a piece of bread with every meal now. If you're not living in poverty and you don't need bread to fill you up because you didn't have enough meat for your diet, some of that stuff, we gotta just say forget about it. Now, it's nothing wrong with a roll every now and then, but try to think about what you're doing and be more, more conscious. And now I'm gonna tab a King's Hawaiian roll. I'm not even gonna say and act like I'm not. However, I have rolls maybe 3 times a year. I don't really eat rolls like that. Sometimes I will buy like a little mini potato roll and maybe put some pepper, turkey, and cheese on there. Not that packaged stuff she be buying. I buy my stuff from the deli. I don't eat lunch meat in a pack like that with the juice and all. It's gross. But she got some. This is what I'm saying. It's too much bread. It's too much sugar, right? It's too much starch. And so I get that starch is the filler, but you don't have to have a pile of starch. Let's start doing a pile of vegetables with a little bit of starch, because I can do protein in a vegetable all day long. I don't really need a starch because I'm starting to shy away from rice because I'm getting sick of it. All right, we was ricing it up every day. Like it was too much rice, okay? I don't want to be like Nika. She gonna serve white rice for everything. Now, she did have some brown rice in here, y'all. So, let me see. Let's keep going, y'all.
Like I said, I had me 2 sandwiches before we left because I needed something on my stomach. So that is it. That's all I purchased for now. We're going to see how.
Skye is one of them people that if they do diagnose her with type 1 diabetes and she has to take the medication, she'll be like, I'm not taking that stuff until she passed the fuck out. Skye, you better get it together. Okay? Feeling like you have to eat everything on the plate. Right. I know what you're saying. You don't want to waste the food, and just do smaller portions on your plate, or save your food for later if it's something you can reheat. I tend to buy food that I can't reheat. Or like if you have a salad, like say for instance, you buy that's Chick-fil-A salad. I'll take it out of the, like if I'm at my desk or whatever, I'll take it out of the container, put it on a paper plates. Yes, I have paper. I know somebody in the bushes is real mad because I got paper plates at my desk. Okay. I'll take the paper plate at my desk and put it on a paper plate. That way I can go back to it so you don't put the dressing all over the whole salad. So stuff like that, just so you can portion. And I don't know if y'all ever did Factor before. Factor is high, but Factor has the best steak. They have shrimp now. I haven't tried the shrimp, but I think they have fish too. But they do chicken breast. I could eat a chicken breast, a boneless, skinless chicken breast every day. But Factor has a very good meal plan. Like if you can afford it and you get a percentage off of your first order, I would suggest you try it. Okay. Factor has some good ass food, y'all. Y'all should try it.
How long this goes or what else as the week goes on. If I need to go to the store to grab any type of ingredients to go with what I'm making, then I'll do that. But a lot of this is going to last more than a week. It should last at least 2 weeks, some of it. But anyway, I need to go ahead and get started with dinner and get going. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Bye, Skye. Okay, guys. So we're gonna move on to the next mom. Now, Skye, this is the thing about Skye. I think she gets a lot of food stamps. We can tell just by that one haul. But she's not budgeting the food stamps. Budget it out, Skye, try to budget it out so you can have $100 left rolling over into the next month. You don't never know when Orange Man is gonna cut those stamps. Oh, we're not giving you the stamps this month. I'm thinking Skye is in some type of work program, y'all. That's what I'm starting to think. And she's saying she's in school. No, Skye's in a work program. I don't believe Skye's in school. I'm sorry. I don't think she has the brains for it. I'm just being honest. Remember, she said she wasn't good at school, and we've heard her try to read stuff before. Yeah. It wasn't a good look. Okay. All right, hold on, y'all. Let's go to the next person. All right, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, y'all. All right, so before we get into Tiona J's vlog that she dropped, let's get into her shorts because we got a little police calling situation going on yet again. Y'all already know she's a cop caller. Let's go, y'all.
So I got a little grocery haul for you guys. This is mainly little odds and ends. So let's get into it, girl.
Now, Tiona's going to do 50,000 grocery hauls per month, and she's going to say, I don't get food stamps. I don't know. Another grocery haul, Southside. Can you believe it?
Bro, cherry Kool-Aid jammers.
No business buying those.
Okay. Pineapple, black tiger shrimp, cinnamon French toast sticks,
don't buy those.
Straight cut fries, Kinder's wood fire garlic. I live by this stuff. Some Zatarain's black and seasoning. Make sure y'all come back to my videos.
just by knowing she bought Kinders and Zatarans, food stamps. All right. Now, people would say, oh, I buy Kinders and Zatarans. Okay. No, nobody's saying you don't, sis. I'm just telling you what I know. Not Yiddies. Let's go. Not the Yiddies.
To see how I use this stuff too. Some queso blanco dip, green grapes, orange ocean Hawaiian punch,
No
strawberry
business.
lemonade. This
No
stuff
business.
bust. Some onion.
No business eating, drinking, none of this stuff. No business drinking these high sugary ass juices. The only juice I drink is apple juice, y'all. Not that y'all, you know, everybody. Look, we're gonna do something we have no business doing. But what I'm not gonna do is drink 10 sweet teas, buy 10-pound bags of sugar, and drink apple juice on top of it. Like, you're all right. Let's keep going, y'all, because we never gonna make it.
Sweet cream butter.
Actual butter. Okay, I approve.
Strawberries.
Okay.
Peppers.
Okay.
Fresh corn.
Yes.
Hot dogs. Thick sliced bacon.
Wait a minute. Tiona, as much as you like to eat, the fact that you're still eating all meat, y'all already know I'm going to say this every time. All meat hot. What year is it? I have not ate an all meat hot dog since I was like 16 years old. Like, who is still eating all meat hot dogs? It's beef or nothing, guys. Let's go.
This is the mega pack. Salmon,
a mega
broccoli,
pack,
cheese.
a mega pack of bacon. 2 people. A mega pack. Let's go.
And an 18 count of large eggs. I paid $104 for everything, tip included. So yeah, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that little haul.
You know damn well you're complaining. Your shop eating complain ass did not give them a tip because you're cheap. You're cheap. Let's go.
Story time on how I got a protective order against my crash out as ex while I closed this house down. So let me take y'all back so it all makes sense. So when me and my ex had first got together, there was this particular time where I had called his phone and he didn't answer. I was like, okay, nothing to it. So I called him again. And then this time I noticed he was hitting the end button because I would get a text message that would read, sorry, can't talk right now. And I got it like twice. So I was like, something off about this. Like, why can't you just answer the phone and see what I want? So the next day roll around and I confront him about it. And I'm like, why couldn't you answer your phone last night? Like, why you ain't answer the phone? So he like, oh, I was asleep. I'm like, there's no way you would sleep if you was sitting there hitting the end button and I was receiving a text message that said, sorry, can't talk right now. So that was bullshit off rip. So right there was red flag number 1. He couldn't be honest. I told him right.
Well, red flag number 1 for me is the fact that, all right, I'm going to give her credit. She put on pants this day. She got up. I'm assuming she washed her ass. She will wash her ass. She's done hygiene videos before. She put on a shirt, a muumuu shirt. This is probably what she calls a muumuu. We know it's a nightgown, guys. We've already done that. Been there, done that. She put on a t-shirt maybe or a shrunk muumuu. It looked like a muumuu that shrunk up. Pants. She has on pants today. So we're going to give that to her. But to keep getting on here with that bonnet, that's a red flag for us. A sign of depression.
Then in there, I say, you know what? This ain't gonna work. Tell me why I was on my way out the house the same day and he pulled up on me and he followed me. And I'm telling him on the phone, I'm like, leave me alone. I don't want nothing to do with you. No, none of that. He on the phone crying, talking about something. I'm sorry. I don't want you to leave me. I've already caught feelings. Like, don't do this to me. Blase, blase, blah, right? So eventually he leave me alone. And then later on that day, he calls me again and just was like, hey, can we talk? We talked about it. I told him, I said, if it ever happened again, we done. He was like, it'll never happen again, right? Wrong. A couple months later, it happened again. And it kept happening. And so I was like, oh, I'm finna Uno reverse this nigga.
So,
and mind you, I'm a tourist.
Is this the guy that was married or is this the guy that had the boyfriend? I mean, I'm sorry, the guy that had the girlfriend. My bad, y'all. He did not have a boyfriend. The guy that had the girlfriend that you called the police on. Which one is it? Which one? Or is this the guy that you paid you gave him gas money for taking you out on a date. I'm just asking.
So my bullhorns was activated. And by this time, the relationship was already going downhill, but he didn't know nothing about what I was about to do. So this particular weekend, we had just seen each other. He had just left and he was texting and he was calling and everything. And I was just ignoring all his messages as if I was busy, but he didn't know that. That's what he thought, but he didn't know what I was actually doing. So once day one had passed and I wasn't responding, then day two came. So this was about Saturday. I did the same exact thing that day. I didn't answer none of his phone calls, none of his text messages. So then Sunday came, I did the same exact thing. This went on for 3 days. I didn't answer none of his phone calls, his text messages. He was leaving voicemails on my phone. He was sending me FaceTime video recordings and everything. So you can basically say I ghosted him with no explanation. And he was livid. He came to my house and he was knocking on the door, ringing the doorbell. He hopped the fence in the backyard to try to peep through my blinds to see if I was home. He didn't know where I was at, and I was not saying a word. I was not making no moves. He could not find out where I was at. We didn't share locations, no, none of that. Now, here's where the nigga gets a little smart. So he knows Monday morning I have to put my son on the school bus, so he shows up to my house. So as I'm getting my 6-year-old at the time ready, story time on how I got a protective.
Okay, guys, we're going to move on to the next story time because it's part 1 and part 2.
Now, here's where the nigga gets a little smart. So he knows Monday morning I have to put my son on the school bus, so he shows up to my house. So as I'm getting my 6-year-old at the time ready for school, I hear banging at the door and a loud, Tiona, open the door. I know you in there. So while he's sitting there making a fool of himself at my front door, I'm literally sitting there watching him on my Ring camera as it's playing out. So after a few minutes, he retreats back to his car because he gets no answer at the door. Thankfully, my son's bus stops right in front of the house, so I was able to just put him on the bus when the bus showed up and I sent him on his way. Right? This nigga watched my son get on the bus. He gets out his car once my son is on the bus, comes back to my door and starts kicking my motherfucking door in. He's like, open the fucking door. Open the fucking door. If you don't open it, I'm going to kick this bitch in. Open the fucking door right now. I just watched you put your son on the school bus. I know you in there. Open the fucking door. Again, as this is all playing.
Calling me, trying to get me to see that he wants me to be with him, but he don't want for me. No, I don't want your man.
Out. I'm watching him on my Ring camera. This nigga snatches my Ring camera off my door and literally starts jogging with that shit to his car. So I go to my kitchen window that's literally right next to my front door. And as he's jogging away, he's looking back and we end up making eye contact. And as we're making eye contact, I'm literally on the phone with the police. When I tell y'all this nigga mouth dropped to the floor, it dropped to the motherfucking floor. He ran back to my house, put the Ring camera in the mailbox, and ran back to his car and took the fuck off. Once the police was dispatched, they came to the house, they took my name and my information and everything, and I let them know what he was doing. I gave them the Ring camera footage, and I also let them know that he was making threats as well. Of course, once the police caught up with him, he gave them a bullshit-ass excuse that I was holding his stuff when he did not even stay with me nor live with me. He left a pair of basketball shorts here. But we all know now why he showed up at my door, because he was mad as fuck and his ego was bruised. Ultimately, he ended up getting arrested and I ended up with a lifetime protective order on me and my son because I am not to be fucked with.
I mean, what did I tell y'all? We might have to add shop, eat, complain, and call the motherfucking law. I've never seen somebody so anxious to get people locked up all the time. This girl even, we're going to see, guys, I'm finished working on my masterpiece, Shop, Eat, Complain compilation that we're going to react to. I'm going to upload it tonight. I had to add one more piece in there. It messed up. I had to add one. We're going to watch her shop. We always do it, but we're going to watch her again. Shop. We're going to watch her eat, and we're going to watch her threaten to call the police on a certain someone and complain. So the complaint can go under 911 calls. That can kind of go under that section. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into the reaction. Okay. 1 second. Let me pull this up and share this screen with you guys. and we are going to get into it. Guys, make sure you hit the thumbs up if you have not already done so. All right. Hold on, y'all. All right. There we go. Okay, let's get into it.
I'll share my world with you. You can waste your time. Waste your time again.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl T back again with another video. So you guys, today we are up in the kitchen and we are going to be cooking. So y'all said y'all wanted more cooking vlogs from me.
Why? The Tiona J people, all right? The people that like to come in the comments harassing me. The people that literally I'm gonna tell y'all right now, all right? Somebody, remember when I told y'all somebody is mad? I told y'all the other day, somebody is pissed that I am reacting on Tiona J. Okay, now listen, I don't know where the fuck you've been on these YouTube streets. This is a reaction channel. Okay? This is fair use. Pipe it down, little sis. All right? Don't come in these comments with that bullshit. Don't come in my inbox because you're going to get blocked. All right? Now, I am reacting on Tiona J. You're big mad about it. You're big mad. The same. I use paper plates. They're big mad about the weirdest read ever. Okay, if you're going to read a bitch, don't come to play. Drag the hoe. But you're sitting up there trying to drag somebody for using paper plates. Anyway, somebody's mad about me reacting on Tiona J, and you're gonna stay motherfucking mad. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna stay mad. All right. Now, y'all already know this look. She had the same outfit on when we did the reaction, where she was not the one where she was talking about Peach. This is the one where she farted. Okay. If you guys did not see that reaction, it's called Tiona J Lets It All Out. Tiona J got on TikTok Live and farted and laughed about it. She is disgusting in that aspect. We've said good things about Tiona J. Do you want to write this down so when you make your little fake ass page and start harassing me, you can put this on your motherfucking notes, bitch? Okay? She eats, she shops, she complains, and she calls 911. This is what she do. I'm not putting the video out. Tiona's putting the video out. Okay? Tiona does keep her son clean, dressed. She keeps his hair done. Nobody said Tiona was a terrible mom. All right. The point is, when you get on live, you piss in the background, you don't put it on mute, and then you fart. That's disgusting. All right. It's disgusting. And we're going to talk about it. Okay. Deal with it, bitch.
So that's what you guys are going to get. So on today's menu, you guys, we're going to be having Cornish hens, dirty rice, cabbage, and cornbread. Okay, today is Sunday, so this will be Sunday dinner. I've already marinated
on a tangent. What I was saying is, why is her audience? Somebody in the chat said that she needed to go for a walk. Her and Elijah need to go for walks. Tiona, you got all day long to work out. Instead of cleaning that kitchen with all that shit in there, you need to be getting rid of some of that. You need to put a dumpster outside your house and get rid of all that shit, because Tiona J is a hoarder. All right. But y'all remember this day. This is the day where she got on this camera talking about she need a girlfriend and she wanted to eat some cat. And then she joked about it and said, no, I don't. Oh, I want a girlfriend. Oh, no, I don't. She goes both ways, obviously, because she keeps joking about it. She's joked about it for the last 3 or 4 lives. It's not a joke anymore once you tell her the joke for the 10th time. It's not a joke anymore, sis. Okay? But y'all over there, her audience needs to encourage her to do some healthy cooking videos. Tell her to do protein and vegetables. No starch. Try that for a month. Try a low carb diet for a month. Tell her to eliminate these damn sugary ass drinks. She keeps buying party size bags of Doritos and sugary ass Hawaiian Punch. Tell her to do that since you like to be on a bitch top. Be on her motherfucking top about eating healthy. That's what you can do.
The Cornish hens, they've been marinating for like a day and a half. Now I'm gonna take them out of this packaging. Now I don't know if I'm gonna need more seasoning. If I feel like I need more seasoning, I'm gonna add more seasoning. But if not, we're just gonna put it in a pan like that. But if this is your first time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and turn on all your post notifications so you don't miss any time I drop videos. Okay, you guys? And we're about to get into this. So I got everything over here. These are my Cornish hens. It looked like it kind of got the butter kind of got stuck to the bag. I probably should have took this out a little bit earlier so it could have kind of like got room temperature. But I don't know. I don't know what's gonna do. We got our cabbage right here. This is cabbage that I had already cut up from the last time I made cabbage, so it's gonna be a little bit easier for me tonight to get through this because it's already 7:30. Okay, my son needs to be in the bed by 9:30. We got our dirty rice here with our Jimmy Dean sausage. You can use whatever type of sausage you want to use or whatever type of meat you want to use, but you want to use something that's ground. So that's what I'm using. We're gonna do some Jiffy cornbread, but we're gonna put some honey in it, some vanilla extract. Well, we're gonna top it with the honey and the butter. But we're gonna add in some vanilla extract and some ground cinnamon. And if I need more seasoning on the Cornish hens, this is what all of this is for. And of course, I'm gonna season my cabbage. Normally, I add sausage or bacon to my cabbage, but I don't have neither today, so we're just gonna rock out what we got. Okay, let's get started. All right. So let's go ahead and take these Cornish hens up out of here. It looked like all the seasoning is stuck to the bag. All right, we're gonna see. Wow. I don't think none of this seasoning got on here. I'm gonna microwave this for a little bit. It didn't stick at all. Hold on, I don't even want to touch it. No, it didn't stick at all. What is this? I'm like, what is that? That's the onion, y'all. This is onion. Okay, so that's onion. There's a little something in there, but it didn't stick the right way. So I'm going to re-season this. So it did like melt. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to re-season. Put this. The onions down at the bottom. Because I like my food to be seasoned. I'm sorry. I have to have it seasoned. So I'm gonna turn those over. Put some of them onions on.
That sounds good, girl. What time is dinner? Okay. Yes. What she said after that. We're gonna call her Tiona Tootie.
Okay, that don't look too bad, right?
Tootie J.
Right? That don't look too bad. Okay. Let's add a little bit more seasoning.
Yes. Adding more seasoning.
I want some Italian seasoning on here because I gotta make it look like
you can use parsley
out
for
of
that.
Magazine, right?
Not Italian seasoning. Use parsley, even though Italian seasoning you can use that on chicken, but
a little bit of some smoked paprika. That's definitely gonna do it. That's gonna do it right there. And then let's put a little chicken bouillon.
Girl. Tiona J is 28.
Blend.
Yeah, 28.
We're gonna add in.
She'll be 29 this year.
For a lot of it.
So she's one of the younger moms.
And some more garlic. Can't have enough garlic. And then some onion powder.
Yo, is that a slit in her pants? Is this a slit with brown in it, or is that her leg right there?
It sounds fancy, so we're gonna use it.
I think that's her leg in those pants. I'm confused.
And then we're gonna get our gloves. That's the oven. It's ready.
She's happy about this. It's ready. Let's eat. That's her leg, right? Girl, what is going on?
My hands.
I thought it was like a brown, you know how like a brown inner pocket or something, but it's her leg. Child. She cooking up these hands, child. Mama T. Mama Tootie. Mama
Now, this is my
T.
first time making corn and chins. Am I supposed to put some type of, which one put at the bottom?
She's like a Skye Junior, y'all. Like a little bit of water or something. Put a little bit of water so it won't get stuck to the pan. Did you spray the pan a little bit? Well, she got butter in there, so it should melt and give her a little bit of. Look, oh wow, hold up. Y'all didn't see it. Y'all missed it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, Tootie. Hold on, Aunt Tootie. Wait a minute, y'all. We looking at Aunt Tootie. We got a name for it now. Hold on, Aunt Tootie. Y'all missed it. I had the comment blocking it. Check it out, y'all. Check out what Aunt Tootie about to do. Look at Aunt Tootie, y'all.
Going just like that on 400 for an hour.
Now, wait a minute. Aunt Tootie about to put this in that thing. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all can't see it. Hold on now. Hold on, Aunt Tootie. Hold on, y'all. We're going to have to take the overlay off of here because Aunt Tootie has exposed herself for all the world to see. Child, not that top of that butt. Not it's giving plumber. Not it's giving plumber crack like wine trash.
They said,
oh, Aunt Tootie.
Like every
Aunt Tootie got them butt cheeks hanging out.
Yeah.
Child.
Alexa.
Aunt Tootie even exposed herself. Aunt Tootie gonna get her channel taken for nudity.
Maybe I use this.
Remember Jasmine?
You just follow the directions on the back. Self-explanatory, okay? So cut this open first.
This is the problem. Another problem I had with Aunt Tootie. Wait a minute, let me let Aunt Tootie talk. Aunt Tootie, why do we need sausage? Why do we need double meats? This is another problem. Now, I'm not saying every now and then or add. We're not talking about turkey next to greens. That's not what we're talking about, y'all. We all know that we're gonna add some turkey neck to a green, but we're not eating greens every night. Why do you have to have salt? You just said, oh no, I know what she's doing. My bad. She not adding it to the cabbage. She making dirty rice. I just feel like double meats constantly, because she does double meat a lot, guys. We're gonna do a double meat segment one time, but she'll do chicken and fish. She'll do dirty rice and a meat. Like, I don't think you need to add another meat to it, Tootie. What do you guys think? Double meat or not? Try to go light on the meat, Tootie. Damn.
All right. How much water? Let's see. It says 2.5 cups of water. That's 2. Pour it up in here. And then I need a half a cup.
Expeditiously, right? Stop.
It's good enough.
Are you making lasagna?
Am I making lasagna?
Yeah.
No. You want to pour this in here?
No.
Okay.
That was so rude. I think she used to him being rude now. She don't even care. Yes, girl, tooted and booted, okay? So she mixing up her dirty rice now. Why they told her they wanted it in real time? Why? I'm sorry, y'all, but don't ever do a cooking video in real time, in my opinion. I think it's a snoozer, a loser. But I got it on 125. Hold on, let's do 130 because I feel like it's too slow to me. We're gonna do 165 for now. Come on now, Aunt Tootie. Get it together over there. Girl. Oh, thanks for letting us know. Tell Wine Trash, because she gonna butter. Wine Trash will put a whole stick of butter in her carrots and green beans.
Yeah, so I guess after this we'll start on.
Right, Marie. You know what? You're absolutely right. And I feel like Jasmine has this. Jasmine has food insecurities. Who else is it, y'all? It's just Jasmine, maybe Nika. I don't know what's going on with Nika yet. I don't know enough. But Jasmine, you know she's weird about food. Tiana's weird about food. Is there anybody else, y'all, that I'm forgetting? Yeah, no double meat. Now I can see it every now and then, but she makes double meat a lot, guys. It cracks me up how these people come on YouTube looking like this. I understand you can wear what you want in your own home, but it's because nobody can see you. Hello? At least put a tank top under here so you won't be giving plumbers crack. Okay? All right. Remember when she was collecting that water the front door in that little gown? Oh my gosh, that's when we should have called the police on her for exposing her neighbors, because Tootie bent over and it was all she wrote. Okay? The nightgown was about the size of this shirt. Now, the shirt that she got on today reminds me of something that Jazz would put on one of her children.
This was kind of quick and simple too because I had already prepped the chicken.
Hey, go get her.
So I didn't have to do a lot. I'm just surprised that this is not like sizzling. But whatever. I'm going to go ahead and throw in this cabbage. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. This sizzling. All right. Let's season Tony's.
Now, y'all see that she just bought fresh peppers in the grocery haul that we watched. But what I'm wondering is, why does she keep buying these frozen peppers? Like, I don't know. I don't think anything's wrong with the frozen peppers because I do think they come in handy. I don't remember what I used them on before, but I've used them like maybe once or twice, maybe twice. And that's the only reason I feel like you should keep the frozen onions and peppers. All right, this is what it's good for. If you forget, like, you know how like you might buy a green pepper, and if you don't use it in time, it might get mold or something. That is a good backup idea for when you don't have a fresh green pepper or onion. So I can see you keeping that little bag. I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, the little frozen bag of peppers. It's like red peppers, green peppers, and onion. That's what that's good for. But when you're a stay-at-home mom, a content creator / online tutor, why do you need frozen veggies? You should be there. You do 55 grocery hauls per month.
Black pepper. Excuse me. Tenders. Some wood-fired garlic. Some garlic.
Yes, they do. And Skye, that was the one, guys. I forgot. It's Skye who I think she had food issues. Well, Skye has a lot of mental issues too. She has to overshop and overbuy. Tiona is the same way. They overindulge. It's probably, guys, now that I think about it, Marie, it's insecure around the board. All of them overindulge, right? Jasmine says she does eating binges, right? Tiona has a lock on the freezer and the refrigerator. That's weird behavior for a household with 2 people. I could see if she had 9 kids like Chrissy. Okay. Who else, y'all? Who else we had, y'all? Skye, Tiona. All right, so I feel like we went over them today. It's Skye, Tiona, and Jasmine, right? That's it for the food issues. And Nika, what's Nika's deal, y'all? Because I really don't understand what's going on over there.
Yep, we're gonna give it saucy sauce. We ain't got no bacon, no sausage tonight. We're just doing it the regular deadly schmeggle way, okay? Still gonna come out bomb. I know how to cook. So, gonna get that a mix. And let it wilt down. Don't want to cook it fast. I just want the eye to get hot, so I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. And then, just let that cook on down to nothing, basically. So we're gonna use this muffin, cornbread muffin mix. Dump it. How much milk did I need? A half a cup of milk. They say 1/3, but we're gonna do 1/2 because I told y'all don't look at the measurements on the side of the packaging. Don't use the measurements. You gotta always use a little bit more. We need that. We need an egg. We need an egg, 1 egg, and then you're gonna need to melt some butter because you don't want it to be gritty. You want it to be nice and fluffy, kind of like cake-like. So we're just gonna put some butter up in here. We're gonna melt it. Put that up in there. Gonna add a little bit of vanilla extract. About that much. And some cinnamon. About that much.
Now I got
butter.
on this on 1.65. Why would anybody want to watch this? It's boring. Okay. Let's speed this up some, y'all, because I can't do it. You got it, girl. You're not talking. You telling us the ingredients. We know how to cook already. We're gonna speed this up. And let's see if Tootie gonna taste it. Let me see what you're saying. Oh, she got her cast iron skillet. Not only does Tiona buy too much food, but I'm sure she eats out when that baby is in school by door dashing. She has no car, right? Nika is selfish. She made sure she eat, but doesn't care about those kids eating. That's why she doesn't think twice to sell their food stamps every month. How selfish can you be? That is disgusting. Yes, you need to be able to cook, even the men, guys. Oh, wait a minute. She done got them hands out. She got the hands out, y'all. Is that the hands? Oh my, she's basting it. Okay, she's basting it with the little thing with the juice down the bottom, y'all.
All right. That looks good enough to me. We'll put it back in the oven. Yum.
All right, she almost finished. Tootie's almost finished.
Like it's done. I have to try it.
Put her back.
That's done.
So she got dirty rice, cabbage, and hens.
I'm gonna burn myself. All right, let's see. Oh my god, let's see. Let's see. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay.
Because she getting excited, y'all, when she about to taste that cabbage.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. That's good. Hell yeah. That's some good eats, boy. Okay, guys, the food is just about done.
It's not even done yet.
I'm about to take the Cornish hens out. I don't know if.
Now, I don't mean no harm. I just noticed this. What is all of this shit? It's too much shit in this kitchen. It's too much shit in this house in general to me. I can't do like a lot of shit all over the place. Like once I notice that it's too much stuff, I start getting rid of stuff. Yo, I'm gonna let y'all know I throw stuff away without announcing it. Sometimes, oh, what happened to? I don't know what happened to that. Yeah, I threw that shit away. It was too much shit in here. All right, let's go, y'all. Aunt Tootie, let's go, Nicole. She got some cornbread. Okay, she cooking her cornbread in the oven inside of her
our cornbread.
What is it called, y'all? I just said it.
Look at that sucker.
Cast iron.
Oh shit!
Look.
What the fuck? These supposed to keep my hands from getting fucking
It's too small.
I told you. All right, I'm about to put the butter on it. I'm gonna put this butter up on it.
Ooh, look, you hear? I'm gonna put this butter up on it. Ooh, she was making love to it.
All right, so
I'm talking Kim K. I'm talking Ray J.
Not on the way. Just a little bit of honey.
Oh, do you hear this?
That's enough.
The happiness.
All right, you guys. So the food is done. I'm about to give y'all an overview of everything.
Hold on. Let's get into it. Hold on. Shop, eat, complain. We heard the complaining. We didn't do any. Oh no, we didn't do a little shopping, y'all. We actually did it in the order. No, we did it we didn't do it in the right order. We did shop, complain, eat. Okay. All right, whatever. We all still covered all three bases.
Honey butter cornbread. We got our Cornish hens. I went ahead and sliced that up so it's easier to grab. We got our cabbage and our dirty rice.
Oh, you hear? Our dirty rice. She love it. Yes, girl. It made me think of that. She's making love to the food like a tape.
It's supposed to be nasty.
Okay.
No, it ain't supposed to be. It ain't supposed to be nasty. No, that's just the name of it, Eli.
Why not nasty?
Do you want to eat nasty food? Do you want to actually eat dirty rice?
Oh my God. And
Okay, but that's just the name of it
again.
because of the color. Understand?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Crazy. But yeah, y'all, this is dinner.
Oh, she not gonna show the plate. Plate it up, girl. Oh, she
right, y'all, so this is the
y'all
plate.
see it?
Elijah already got his food and eating.
All the water. Somebody asked what happened to the water. There goes the water right there. Okay, y'all see all that water in the bag? It's about 50 cases of water. She didn't give any cases away to her neighbor. She didn't offer her mama no cases of water. Nothing. She's a hoarder. Who in the hell wants all this water in their living room? Girl, yes, I agree, y'all. I agree, T Loving. Okay, I'm not gonna say it. I'll just agree with it.
But this is the spread. Oh, this is the plate. Y'all tell me how I did down in the comments below. And that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed so much. I will see you.
Goodbye. Goodbye, Tiona. Okay, hold on, y'all. Next mom coming up. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, let's get into strong womb, strong uterus, strong cervix, CPN scammer life, Chrissy. All right, we're going to get into Chrissy because Chrissy is on here making excuses to not pay her rent yet again. All right. And we are here to discuss the mess. Let's get into it. Making bad decisions over and over and over again. Making bad decisions over and over and over again. Making bad decisions over and over and over again. Making bad decisions over and over and over again.
Okay, we're gonna be talking about STDs, HIV, stranglers, all kinds of shit.
Sucks because y'all know how the internet is, and I just am not trying to go through that. Like, I just have become a lot more private. So all you guys need to know is that I bought a house.
I bought a house. I bought a house.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Okay, guys, we are getting into Scam Mommy Chrissy and the mess that she lied about yesterday. The live is titled Being Forced to Move is Crazy. I bet it is, bitch, because you're getting evicted.
Where the stove is. There is a secondary plug that, and mind you, I do have, like, you know, cookers and stuff, but I don't keep anything plugged in all the time, except for my ice machine. And other than that, like, I don't really plug anything on that side, because when we moved in, it was covered with tape, that one outlet, and somebody had tried to like peel it off, and I noticed that it was like some tape there. And I was like, okay. I didn't think much of it. But then I think one day I don't remember what it was. I had plugged in 2 things, just 2. One, it was like one thing on this outlet, one thing on that one, and it shut the whole down. The whole left side of my kitchen had no power. Not only that, the dining room, which is my office, had no power. And I went to the breaker immediately trying to reset it. I was trying to press the reset thing on the outlet. Nothing was working.
All right, so I have a PSA. Chrissy has a new wig. Now, if you guys know anything about synthetic wigs, you know that once they get old, they get poofy. Remember, she had that wig and everybody was like, why is it looking like Norman Bates? Remember when it was giving Norman Bates' mom? Okay, it was super poofy. It was weird looking at the top. Okay, it was giving Norman Bates' mom because once the synthetic wig gets old, it puffs up. It puffs up. So y'all notice how flat it is? Okay. That's because she ordered a brand new wig. I'm thinking she got about 5 or 6 backup wigs of this doctor. It's her doctor's wife, a Studsby's wife, the wife of a Studsby. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying down in the comments. Cause let me see. You said, did you catch the video of her admitting she lied about Dr. Shebag? Oh my goodness. Is this the live or is there another one? Because she admits to lying on this live. She literally says, well, other people lie. Why can't I? Excuse me? That's what we're doing here? Because other people do shit, you can do it? When did that start? Notice Chrissy's story here differs from her original claim of foreclosure. It seems like the owner simply wants her out but of course, she's here to play victim so she can. What did I tell y'all? Chrissy only comes to the net when she needs some coinage. All right? Maybe she's not selling cat for corn anymore, allegedly.
Okay. So then we tell the owners, and they're like, I text the owner, the wife, and I'm like, hey, I plugged something in, everything shut down. I tried to reset it at the breaker. I tried this, I tried that. Nothing's working. I waited a few minutes. I tried again. It's not working. Irritated. They're irritated. They're irritated because they have to send somebody. Well, are you sure? Because then we have to send somebody. Yes, BITCH. I'm sure it's not working.
Oh,
but I wasn't rude at all.
What is her landlord's name, y'all? It's something with the A, right? Elena or something like that. Now she's a bitch now. Now when Chrissy is about to get put out after she used that fake ass, illegal ass, scamming ass CPN, Alicia, that's her name. Now Alicia is a bitch. Oh, girl. Stop it, girl. Money for synthetic wig, backup synthetic wigs, money for press-on claw nails, money for fake Tesla rentals, but no money to pay your rent. And we ain't gonna get into Studsby's rent history.
Not at all. I was just like, oh yeah, I did try that. I did try this, yada yada. They send someone, this BITCH texts me afterwards. The guy does something, finagles with it and gets it to shut on. Great. Thank you. Appreciate that. She texts me afterwards and is like, yeah, well, just, be careful because, if you plug a lot of things in, just like any kitchen, it'll flip the thing or whatever. And it's costly to send somebody out. Bitch, I don't own you. What do you want me to do? I said, yeah, okay, I get it. But I didn't argue with her. I just said, okay, I only plugged it. Okay. You should be able to plug in a coffee machine and an ice maker on the same switch. This will be important in a minute, and I'll tell you why. But I said, okay, whatever. Let that go. After the door incident, we got an email from the husband that said they're sending someone to do, a real estate agent to do an inspection of the house. And I was like, I told my hubby, I was like, well, they're full of shit, but okay. Like, we're at the, that's what I hate about renting. You're at the fucking liberty of whatever the fuck they want to do to you. You'll understand in a second, right?
How can you hate that part? This is what I'm trying to figure out. A person who hates it so much, you would think they would put themselves in a position, since they already have 200K followers. You would think they would work their platform, since they have 200 plus followers, to start a business, to make money. Why is it that people like Peyton and Gina, who have way less subscribers than you, are making businesses and doing things with their platform, yet strong coochie Chrissy can't seem to come up with a way to make the coins? She comes on here and makes the coins temporarily. Why not start your own business? Remember when Liv had her lash line? Chrissy actually had a lash line as well. Okay? Chrissy actually had a lash line. Chrissy did one launch and that was it. Bitch, why aren't you building business? You have so many subscribers, so many people that love your lies, that believe in your lies, that don't want to go against you because they actually like you. Now, one thing I can say about Chrissy as opposed to Liv, Chrissy is actually likable. Like, she does have a likable personality. I don't like her personally. I mean, whatever. But I feel like she has a good personality. Like, she's good at YouTube, right? I give her that. But when you sit up here and be lazy, sit on your ass and wait for your studsman to take care of you, and then think we supposed to give a fuck, you were just pregnant by a whole ninth ninja 2 years ago. Just 2 years ago, you were announcing a pregnancy and telling everybody they can be mad. You're having baby number 10. And now you're pretending to complain about a place. Why wasn't all this brought up over the 2-year period that you were living there? All of a sudden, since she wants to announce a fake ass foreclosure, okay, whether you know it or not, we know, look, the address has been put out there. I would never leak her address because I don't get down like that. However, I would never leak her address. The address been put out there. We already see that the house is already on sale and it's for sale. We saw it, okay? Screenshot taken. All right? What did I tell y'all? Chrissy only comes to these YouTube streets when she needs to use, beg, and panhandle from her subscribers. We're not here for the fucking pity party. Go sell some cooch like you did last year, allegedly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Downtown, yeah. Listen, girl, I'm out of town, talking with my rounds. My Gucci bag, my booty all brown. Wait a minute, it's looking for the hole. Stop playing, won't you take a bitch? Oh, found down, just slip found down. Where my nigga is, down, yeah. He took a bitch down.
I give a fuck. I don't care. I don't.
Okay.
So, although I was irritated about that, although I felt like, wow, you're being passive aggressive as fuck. All right. We have nothing to hide. Come see the house. Send whoever. I wanted to make sure that this person was a legit person and not just Becky from up the street. So I made them give me that information, but they did not give me that information. I had to email him back and be like, hey, okay, this is random. I didn't say that part, but it was. And I was like, okay, well, I just need to know the day, the time, the information of this person. And I need, since you said she's a real estate agent, I need her license number. And she can contact me directly as well if that's something that needs to happen as well, whatever. Because if she's going to step foot in my house that I'm renting, okay, I need to know who is stepping foot in here. So, they gave me the information. Everything was fine. We set up the walkthrough. Perfect. No complaints. No complaints. You can bet your bottom dollar they probably wanted to see something that they could be like, oh, I just feel like they didn't like us. That's how I feel. It's professional. It's a professional relationship, so my feelings aren't in it.
Chrissy, the woman knew that you used a fake social security number, which is illegal to obtain the property. Of course, she doesn't like you. She doesn't like anything about you. She thought something. Remember, if you haven't heard the recording, a call was made to Chrissy's landlord to expose her using a CPN to get in that house. Okay. Okay. Lipstick pimp. Was it lipstick pimp? Yeah, lipstick pimp, because y'all know we got more than one pimp person on the, you know what I'm talking about, in the sector. Lipstick pimp already outed you to Alicia. She put the phone call on blast, blasted you because you got in that house fraudulently. On top of that, the records have been shown that Studsby is also getting in a problem, in a pickle. Let's just say her and Studsby are going to have a hard time getting a place if they do not obtain a CPN. Dr. Studsby. In the meantime, Chrissy is still out here door dashing. Okay? You're out here door dashing for coins, but your man is a doctor. The landlord found out Chrissy committed fraud, and that's where everything went left. Absolutely. So I think because the landlord doesn't maybe want to obtain a lawyer or something like that, she doesn't want to like say, you know, Chrissy, you got to leave, but she wants to say, Chrissy, you got to leave. Tell me I got to leave without telling me I got to leave. The house is probably up for sale. And then Chrissy talks about how Studsman makes so much money to pay for this and pay for that. We don't care, Chrissy. My thing is, none of these problems were being exposed until Chrissy had to be told to move. So do you see? Where were these problems last year when you were lounging in the hot tub? Where were those problems then? Where were these problems when you were doing all those cooking videos? Now, all of a sudden, she doesn't want to be held accountable.
But if I'm talking to you as a friend, just us talking as girlfriends or whatever, I don't think they liked us. I don't have a reason for it, but they just, ever since that whole incident from the beginning happened, it just was all downhill from there. So, again, I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to just be like, okay, y'all got it. I'm cool to leave. But it's the manipulation and it's the bullshit for me that I do not appreciate. You did not have to do that. That was uncalled for, very unprofessional, and fuck you for it. Absolutely. Okay. So let's proceed with the story. So, you know, they send a lady. She's like, oh yeah, it's fine. Like everything's great. Like it's cool, whatever. And we hear nothing. We hear nothing from the either of them, the wife or the husband. Nothing. Not a, oh, okay, well, cool, everything checked out, fine, great, whatever. He told us that he was gonna do an inspection like every other month or something. After that, they never sent her back there. They never wanted to do an inspection. Oh, we shut them the fuck up real good, I guess, right? Because they just knew, I guess. After that, the dishwasher stopped working. Or sometime around there. Might have been before that. I don't remember. But at some point, the dishwasher stopped working. I don't know if y'all if you guys watch my...
Chat, they were trolling Chrissy so hard in that chat. It was fucking hilarious, guys. Okay? I was looking at that chat. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. Let me see here. The chat was giving it to her. Somebody asked her, why didn't the 2 years work when you are paying? Okay. They said, girl, everything that comes out of your mouth is a lie. Pay your rent and you wouldn't get evicted. All right. They were on her top in this chat. Hold on, y'all. They said it's an eviction, y'all. Please stop the lies. Okay.
Vlogs. I always have dishes on the countertop There's a towel, and we always put our dishes there because like we have way too many dishes for like a dish rack. So we just do a towel and just put them up there until they dry, and then we just put them away because we don't have a fucking dishwasher. We have not had a dishwasher for 7 or 8 months. We have not had a dishwasher for when we got there, and I have proof of all this. So I dare a bitch. I double dog dare any bitch to challenge me on this internet. Don't ever do it. I keep everything. Okay? We did our job, right? If
you
something
can't even tell the truth that you're not married, you're dating a woman. You can't tell the truth. Then wait a minute. Then she was like, you guys think I would ever tell you what hubby's profession is? Oh my God, girl, it's already out there. What? She thinks as long as she keeps up the lie because she doesn't owe us an explanation, bitch. But people owe you some coins. People should support you lying to them. That's fucking weird. That's how we know all the moms and their supporters are weird as hell. Why would you support somebody that lied to you? I can see if they not telling you the whole truth. Like Jasmine trying to pretend like she got this love interest. Okay, whatever. But when you come on and lie, but then you double down on your lie by saying, well, everybody else does it. Excuse me? Excuse me? Yes, she won't even tell the story. Just say hubby's none of your business. But every minute you keep saying he, then the next minute you're saying my partner, and then the next minute, no, we're not here for it. All right, let's keep going, y'all.
like, because the dishwasher, when we moved in, it was not drying. The drying mechanism did not work. But the dishes, the dishwasher did wash dishes. We noted that in that we have an app. We noted it in the app, but kept it pushing because it's like, honestly, bro, it's not drying. We didn't mention it, and the guy was like, yeah, the dishwasher is 10 years old, so you know that's probably why. And we kind of just okay, and bitch, what's your point? And we just kind of kept it pushing. I kept using the dishwasher because it's like, okay, they don't dry, but they wash, so it saves me some time. I won't complain. This is a 2-year lease, and we're not even on year 1 yet, and we're already having issues with people wanting to fix shit. Okay, all right. Let's go. Let's keep going. So shortly after that, about a month later, the dishwasher stops working completely in its entirety. You know, me and hubby, we on Google, not Google, we're on YouTube trying to figure out like, okay, is there, you know, whatever. We contact the owners immediately, right? And we're like, hey, the dishwasher just stopped working. Like, we can press the buttons and it'll turn on, but there's no water flowing. It's not spinning. It's not doing anything. We don't know what to do. He straight up told us, we're not fucking fixing it. We're not replacing it. We're not doing anything. We don't have to.
But hubby takes care of you. You're sitting home, relaxing on the bed, laid up across the bed with a Norman Bates wig on and a glass of wine. And yet hubby, the big money-making doctor, can't afford to buy a fucking dishwasher and call it a day? Yes, because hubby is not a doctor. Because hubby don't take care of you. Because hubby doesn't make that much money. Because you and hubby are probably not even paying the fucking rent on time. So bitch, why would she fix it? You violated the fucking contract, and now she's violating the contract, oh? What part of it don't you understand? She wanted the dishwasher not to work, bitch, because she wants you out of her house. It is time to go. It is time to vacate the motherfucking premises. Get the fuck out, Chrissy. She don't want you there no more. Okay, guys, hit the thumbs up.
Move it with it, shake it with it, move it with it, pop it with it, move it with it, shake it with it, pop it with it, move it with it. So I ain't playing with it, 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 I ain't playing with it. I'ma show you how to real play with it. I'm like a kid at the candy store. You already know you can't have no more. If you understand me, you can't take no more. Everybody understand, baby, get the dough. You wanna bang at my dough. You already know, no, you won't understand. I should've said no. Everything you say, it ain't cool. Get mad, look at you.
Thank you.
This coming from the same person who they repeatedly asked in the chat, Chrissy, I thought you bought a house. Chrissy, I thought you bought a house. Chrissy, how can she buy a house with 5011 evictions on her record? This is the thing. If you don't see Chrissy leveling up, if we have no proof that Chrissy has a business, if we have no proof that Chrissy has a full-time job, bitch, you have to have you have to have employment, full-time money-making employment for a consistent period of time before you're eligible to buy a house. You cannot buy a house with 50 bankruptcies and 5011 evictions. It's not going to happen, guys. Who do you know that has 10 evictions, 10 bankruptcies, and no fucking job that can buy a house? Come on now. I mean, the slow shit that people think. Well, it's possible. No, it is not possible. If we saw Chrissy leveling up, this is what I'm saying, y'all. We got to use a little common sense here. If we saw Chrissy leveling up in any type of way, if we saw her with a business that's running consistently, with a website that we can legitimately verify, we saw Chrissy, we could see her that she's moving up in the world. Chrissy don't do shit but make it look good. Chrissy rents a Tesla. She buys press-on nails, and she think if she come on here with her hair done and her edges laid, that means her life is in order. Bitch, it does not. You are irresponsible, and you don't give a fuck about your future. Chrissy lived for today. She could care less how those kids are going to eat tomorrow. Chrissy lives for today. Exactly. Living a fake ass life, fronting and stunting for the motherfucking YouTube streets when you need to be worried about how to provide for those fucking 90 children that you got. Because their daddies don't give a fuck about them. Because you wanted to have a baby every other year. You thought it was cute to toot your ass up in the air and have a baby every other year by a different nigga. And now look at you. You're stuck with all of those babies except for one of them. One of them you claim the father was passed away just so you can collect a damn social security check. You wasn't worrying about this nigga. You didn't hear shit about this nigga. So she wanted to come on here and cry for another check. Chrissy only come to her audience to get money from them and for pity parties. She don't give a shit about just being a consistent content creator. She comes during birthdays, holidays, and when it's time to move. Sat here and made a whole fake ass sob story about a fake ass gas and electric bill sitting outside of your house. They took a screenshot of your ass with the U-Haul in the motherfucking garage. We're not falling for it anymore, Chrissy. No one cares about your pity parties and your sob stories. Get a U-Haul, book the U-Haul, put your shit in there, and pack that ass up and move out of that lady's house. She don't care about the dishwasher. Fuck it.
Because it's an amenity. So, but it's an amenity that they provided. So why would you not? It's not our amenity. We didn't bring that here. You provided it. So why would you not, in good faith, fix the shit or replace it? You said yourself it's 10 years old. Okay? Didn't want to fix it. So then my hubby was like, well, what if I buy a dishwasher and just put it in there? And he was just like, I don't know. He was trying to work something out with them. And at the end of the day, I said, don't you dare buy a dishwasher for this motherfucking house. Yeah, we can take it with us, but what the fuck are we going to do with a dishwasher? Yeah, we can sell it, but don't you dare buy a dishwasher for these motherfuckers. They need to do what they're supposed to do and replace it or fix it. That's what they're supposed to do. I said, don't you dare. I'll wash the dishes by hand. Fuck that. Okay? So after that, the 10-year-old microwave over the stove blew out. It turns on, but it does not heat. It turns on, but it does not heat. These are not things that I could possibly break. You know, it's not a situation where, oh, well, the door is shattered or you know, like it's old and it doesn't work. You know, wouldn't replace it. I said, okay, well, we got to have a microwave. So we went and got just like a little cheap microwave. It sits on my counter on the other side. Because remind you, you can't plug nothing up on the left side because it'll shut the shit down. So we were just kind of making it shake. Right. At this point in the story, I forgot where we at, but there was microwave, the dishwasher don't work. this and that. There's something else that they were like, they didn't want to fix. And then after that, what happened? Where am I at in the story? Girl, there's so much that happened over the last 16 months.
So now I feel like, is she just documenting this just in case her and hubby want to file a fake complaint against the landlord? Chrissy, don't you have already too much negative rental history things connected to your name? Hubby has too many rental history things connected to his name. Just take your L and fucking just leave. Why can't people take a L nowadays? Sometimes we're gonna take a loss, y'all. Just take the L and get the fuck on. Why do we gotta keep going over it and over it? You and Allison Beglana trying to build a court case. Now, Allison might actually have something over there. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if you guys remember. Allison Beglana is over there living in a moldy mansion. Yes, karma is coming back on her for using that CPN. Yes. She or he wasn't buying no damn dishwasher because they ain't got no damn money because they wouldn't have been evicted 11 damn times. At this point, the story is all lies and fabrication. She's using this to document her lies, guys. This is what she's doing. It's sad and it's pathetic. Look, she's thinking of more stuff to tell. Look.
Shortly at some point, after that, at some point, they start pressing us, right? Yeah, it's time to move. It was time. So I'm not complaining about moving. Not at all. So what was I going to say? And I think all of these things are just little things that stack up to be a bigger thing that they were just kind of trying to make shit uncomfortable for us. So we wouldn't want to be there anyway.
So somebody in the chat said, get a lawyer to see if you have a lawsuit. They said they no longer want you guys as tenants. So this was their way of getting you guys out immediately. Counted as a blessing. All right. They said $3,000 for rent. Why not a mortgage? Somebody says she doesn't have money for a lawyer and she's on food stamps. Let's go.
We have a contract. They can't tell us, oh, well, you have to move because we haven't violated the lease terms at all, you know? And you could tell they were looking for things or trying to make it uncomfortable and just nothing was working. Because I'm like, you're not going to force me to move until I'm ready because I have children. Even though that was a conversation that I was starting to have with my man. And I was like, you know, what does us leaving look like? Because I don't want to be anywhere I'm not welcome. I'm not wanted. I don't like the energy and I'm ready to get the fuck up and go. I don't stay nowhere longer than my stay should be had. Okay. And then we were talking about, okay, well, you know, realistically, what does that look like? You know, whatever. So anyway, so I had to turn my air on because I feel like my phone's about to overheat. So just let me know if it gets too loud. So after this, what else happens? They start coming to us. The husband comes to my hubby and is like, you know, let's talk about like redoing the lease for a shorter term, right? That was the first time that he said that. Actually, let me go back.
How is your husband gonna come to her husband and ask her anything when that nigga ain't on the lease? Let's make this clear. If your name ain't on the document, sit your ass down and shut the fuck up. That's how that's gonna go. How dare you ask me to extend a lease that you're not even on? Can I get a pay stub? Can I get a 1099? Can I get some type of documentation of income? Can I get proof of income over here?
Actually, we'll keep it here, and then I'll just remind me to tell you about the electrical outlet again, because that shit happens again. But and again, let me just talk about it now while it's fresh on my mind. When the electrical outlet thing was an issue, I felt like we were being blamed for it. Like, you did something, you plugged too much stuff in, you did something to cause this, and watch what you're doing because that costs us money to send somebody out type shit. And again, I don't delete a motherfucking thing. I have all of the text messages. I have all of the receipts. I have everything. Okay. So that's how I felt, but I still kept it professional because who cares how you feel? It's not your place. You know, I didn't have to pay for it. I'm sure that was frustrating, but if you're going to own a home and have renters, then that is what comes with it. So why are you mad at me? You know, your house has appliances from 25 years ago. Update that shit. Don't be mad at me or pay to maintain it. So then Thanksgiving rolls around. The outlet flips again, and this time it does the same thing. I can't get it to turn on. I can't get it to reset. I can't do anything, and it's just not working. So my hubby contacts her husband. He's like, okay, and it's like the day before Thanksgiving, 2 days before this, the day 2 days before Thanksgiving. So I'm trying to cook and stuff with no stove, because remind you, that outlet controls the whole left side of the kitchen. No stove, nothing. Luckily, it's a gas stove, so I was able to like turn the gas and light it by hand, so I could cook stuff on top of the stove. I could use the oven, and it just was a huge inconvenience. So I was like, you got to tell, you know, unless we're gonna pay for it, you got to tell them, like, and see if they'll, before we do pay for it, because it's got to get done. But you know, before we do this, reach out and see if they'll pay for it. He reached out, and I don't know, maybe he just was feeling friendly that day. He sent somebody. I was like, okay, cool. He sent somebody, the same guy from before, same quack from before. And the guy's like fiddling around with some shit, and he's like, I can't fix this. I'm not an electrician. He's just a handyman. I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, I'll get with them and I'll let them know. Okay, cool. So then they have to find an electrician. They find an electrician. They come. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me back up. We do call an electrician first. We did call an electrician first because I was like, let's just get it taken care of, because I already know with the history of these people, they're not going to want to fix it. And I needed to cook in my kitchen. Okay. So.
All right. So is this for your fake documentation of how much money you spent to try to do what you needed to do? It's called use the other side of the wall and keep it fucking pushing. Why is this so much of a big deal? If we're talking about an air fryer, a waffle maker, whatever we're talking about, can't you use the other side? Don't you guys have a backup generator? Remember, your hubby makes over $200K a year while you lay on your ass taking bubble baths all day and cooking food stamp food. Unbelievable, guys. Let me see what you guys are saying down in the chat. All right, let me see. So did she admit that the house is not in foreclosure and they didn't renew her lease? She didn't say it like that, but she is going to admit. I just don't know what part of the live it is. And this is it's only an hour and 19 minutes. Or yeah, it's only an hour and 19 minutes. So we will get there. She's going to say, hubby found the house on Zillow. All right. Hubby found the house on Zillow. What's going on here? Yeah, house was allegedly in foreclosure, and now all of a sudden she has to move because it's back on Zillow, and it's for sale on Zillow. Okay, let's be clear. It is for sale on Zillow.
So we call somebody and they're like, okay, well, if you're not the owners, we have to speak to the owners before, you know, and let them know and see whatever. So that's why they did it, because I think the electrical company called and they were like, yeah, it's going to be like $400 or something like that, $500. I don't know. And they were like, oh yeah, that's too expensive. We don't want to do that. That's fine. I've had that happen before. Like, you call somebody on your own, they call the landlord, and the landlord's like, I'm not paying that. I can find it cheaper. And then they just send their own person. That is fine. I'm not mad about that. So whatever. They send a handyman. The handyman is not an electrician, but they sent him anyway, just to fiddle around with some shit and say, I don't know. I do the same shit I did. Okay. And I don't know what's going on. So then they had to find an electrician. They send the electrician and he says, you didn't do anything wrong. Whoever wired this kitchen wired it wrong. They wired it backwards. They put this one over here and that one over there. And that's why when you plug it in, it shuts off because it's not wired right. He's like, don't worry about it. I fixed it for you. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. Because Why are you trying to assume that it's me? All I did was plug in I should be able to plug in a coffee machine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've had a lot of houses, y'all, and I've never had a house with an electrical problem where you plug in something and the whole shit shuts down. So anyway, I just had to say that because, like I said, a couple months prior, I felt like I was the issue. She tried to make it seem like we were the problem, like you plugged in too many things. Don't plug in stuff. Like, what the fuck? For $3,000 a month, I should be able to plug in whatever the fuck I please without worrying about it shutting down. But anyway, I digress. At some point, they come to hubby. Hubby brings it to me that that they would like to shorten our lease term. Our lease term is 2 years. We are at this point like 1 year in or approaching 1 year. And I told him, okay, because I don't want to be here any fucking way. But I'm not going to move when it's good for them. I'm going to move when it's good for us. We have kids. The best time to move is summer, but summer's when our lease was ending anyway. So I was like, we can just leave, in the spring, because that's right around the time the kids really do get out of school and stuff like that. So, we can make better moves that way. So he gets back to him. He's like, yeah, we can do April. April is good for us because, that's a good time for us. It's far enough after the holidays to where we can like recoup a little bit and kind of like do what we need to, like, find a place, all of those things. Right. And he says, okay, April's fine. Then they send us this new lease. Y'all, I should have brought my iPad. The new lease that they sent us was bullshit. Basically, if you cough wrong, you forfeit your deposit. If you cough wrong, you got to get the fuck out today. No 30-day notice. Like, the lease was, I put that shit into ChatGPT just to make sure I wasn't tripping. I know I'm not. I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. But I put it into ChatGPT. ChatGPT laughed and said, bitch, you better not sign that. And I won't. I wrote back and I said, what the fuck is this? You're not going to send me some lease that basically would be foolish of me to sign, of us to sign. We're not going to do that. Take it back to the drawing board and bring back a better lease where it's fair for everybody. Guess who sent the lease? The wife. They sent back a lease, another lease. Not acceptable. I said, we'll just keep our current lease. We're not violating the lease terms. You're getting paid. You can't do shit. We'll see you in September. Unless you want to send back a proper lease. And then I think the husband was just like, okay, we could just keep our current lease that we have and just agree that April was going to work. Okay. Fine. Like, the fuck? You don't run shit. Not when it comes to this lease. That's the only leverage we have. And I was like, we're not giving that leverage up because it doesn't benefit us. I'm not running a fucking charity here. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm just like, yeah, whatever works for you guys. Kick us out in the street in the middle of winter, in the dead of winter. Whatever works for you guys. What the fuck? No. So then, that's where the plot fucking thickens, bitch. Soon as like 1 year kind of hits, right around October, I start getting letters from Navy Federal Credit Union. And I'm like, what? And it says right on the mail what it is. So I bring it to my hubs and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I have informed delivery on, those of us who don't know, informed delivery is like the USPS has this like delivery service that you can kind of like sign up for. It's free and they'll kind of like inform you of what mail you're going to get that day. So after the letters started coming, again, had nothing to do with me. I was like, well, shit, I don't know what they got going on, but it has nothing to do with us. So, let that go. Then I think they put in a mail forward at that point because they stopped coming, but I still kept getting them. They kept getting scanned in for our address, but they stopped coming in the mailbox. And it was basically just like, you know how it looks when somebody trying to get their money, you know what the mail looks like. So after that, I'm in the kitchen one day washing them dishes because I ain't got no dishwasher, bitch. Right? Somebody knock on the door. Boo, 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 boo. I said, I'm not expecting company. It's 12 p.m.
Does she really expect us to feel sorry for her just because she's in the kitchen having to wash dishes? Okay, and who gives a damn? She crazy. If she was in Georgia, they don't want to hear none of that. They gonna kick you and all your things out on that eviction day. Straight up facts, okay? So you knew for months they wanted you out and you did nothing about it, but took those kids on a Vegas trip when that money could have been used for moving. She's the epitome of irresponsibility. Yes, she is. Just get a U-Haul, put your stuff in storage, or have a yard sale if you can't afford another place to stay. She wants to document her lies just in case she has a fake lawsuit. Girl, let me tell you something. I know that your audience pumped you up. They put these ideas in your head that you can sue them. You can't do shit. If those people want you gone, all they had to say was, this girl used a fake social security number. Bitch, you don't want them to say what's really going on. You don't want them to say what's really going on because your ass might be going to the big house like Liv. So keep those lips sealed. If I were you, I wouldn't be talking about this shit, bringing attention to my scams. All right, let me see. But did she meet hubby before or after she moved in this house? I think before, because I don't know if you've heard the call go getter, but Lipstick Pimp, I believe it was 2 videos with this call, but I believe Lipstick Pimp asked her, is there a man living there? I don't know if she answered or not, but you can tell. I can't remember now because it's a little foggy because this was like 2 years ago. Look, hubby moved in that house. Remember when people were like, it said, oh no, remember when Lipstick Pimp did that video and she had the picture of the closet and she showed a pineapple shirt. I think it was a shirt with pineapples on it. Wasn't it a shirt with pineapples, y'all? Or yeah, pineapples. And we thought it was a Rod because a Rod had that shirt on before. But come to find out it was hubby. So I don't know if she still had some of Rod's clothes in the closet. Yeah. The owners can afford a lawyer. Bet your bottom dollar they will get one to get your ass out of there. See, Chrissy knows so many rent scams that she probably knows exactly how to fake her way out of paying this rent. But if you guys look in that video, they were like, you shouldn't have to pay. You're being foreclosed. You shouldn't have to pay. And I feel like Chrissy knew, but she wanted to pump up the audience. She wanted to hear somebody else say it so she can pretend that they ignited a fire on her ass when really she already knew this was coming. So she was doing a play, running her little play of feel sorry for me so she can come back and complain and act like it was all this time it was a motherfucking problem when there wasn't shit going on.
On a Tuesday, guy with the badge at my door, like, yeah, does so-and-so like live here, the owners? And I was like, well, they own this house, but we're renting from them. Like, can I help you? He's like, oh, I'm just so-and-so from the bank, and I'm just here to make sure that the house isn't abandoned because blah, 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 blah. Now, this is the natural process of foreclosure, right? Again, I wasn't going to say anything, but now I don't give a fuck. So I was like, oh, okay, oh my God. Because also another thing that I noticed when I had got a notification on my Google that somebody was approaching the house. And so, that happens sometimes if somebody's walking. My neighbor walks her dog all the time and she'll walk by and I'll get that notification. So I didn't think much of it. But then someone said, look at the camera. And I was looking at the camera and he's taking pictures of my car. My garage door was open. He's taking pictures of my car. And I'm like, what? Like my car sitting in the garage. And I run to the door, like after he hits it, by the time I'm like, what the fuck? He's banging on the door. And so I'm like, okay. And so I was like, so what does that mean? He's like, oh, well, they don't tell me anything. You know, I don't know. I'm just the guy who comes out here to make sure the house is not abandoned. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, well, cool. We're here. So then I call hubby at work and I'm like, what? This just happened. What the fuck's going on? Because, of course, they're not communicating with us. The owners are not communicating any of this stuff with us. And now I know why. And I'll get to that in a second. So after that, some time goes by and he comes, the same guy from the bank comes back. I think actually before that, I sent an email and I said something along the lines of, due to the financial state of this house, like I need to make sure my security deposit is okay. Because if you're not paying the mortgage, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with the money that we're giving you every month. I didn't say that, but that's essentially what I was trying to say in a nice professional way. But anyway, no response because they only communicate when they want something. So after that, the guy comes back on like,
that sounds familiar. They only communicate when they want something, and you only come to this platform when you want to make some money. I'm not saying that you shouldn't utilize this platform for money. What I'm saying is, what the fuck else are you doing? You don't have a full-time job, but you only come on here to make money real fast. That's that lazy shit that I'm talking about. You understand what I'm saying? When I say that, I don't mean that she shouldn't come to the platform to make her money. But why isn't there any consistency? Who in the world would build up 200 fucking subscribers knowing you could probably make 5 to 10K a month and not take advantage of it? A lazy welfare recipient asshole. Okay, that's who.
A weekend day. It was like a Saturday, and we were all home. And the same thing happened. Now, I didn't know that I've never been through a foreclosure, so I didn't know that they come back every month. But at that time, hubby was home, and so he was talking to him. He's like, yeah, I'll be back every month.
Of course you've never been through a foreclosure because you never owned a home. So how would you have? How would you have been through a foreclosure?
To make sure the house isn't abandoned until whatever happens, right? And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know that. So he was like, yeah, thanks. So anywho, we're like, okay, well, at this point, April's around the corner. So we're getting ready to move, I guess. Anyway. And then we get an email. And again, at this point, the owners have not communicated anything with us, said anything, whatever. I guess they don't have to, whatever. We just, I guess, whatever. So then we get an email that basically says, hey, the house is getting foreclosed on in a month. You have two options. You can move by the end of January, or you can stay, and then, you know, the bank will assume your deposit and you'll just have to pay the bank directly, and you'll have to, like, I'll have to transfer all your information over. Like, he really made it seem like it was a big deal, when really it's like, if I really wanted to, I could fucking stay here and just be like, yeah, let the bank take it, and we'll just pay the bank, and the bank has to give us formal notice to move, and that's probably like more time than 30 days. So, but you know, he basically at this point, you know, I'm talking to Hubs about it, and we're just like, he looking at me, I'm looking at him, and we like, we'll just move. Like, it's not convenient timing at all, because it was right before Christmas that he sent that email. So it's not convenient timing at all. But nonetheless, what the F can we do about it? Nothing. You know, it's like, we're at this point, we're ready to go. Just, so much shit has happened. We're just ready to go. So, I'm sure there's more stuff that I'm forgetting, but whatever. You guys understand the plot that and how this is all laying out. So here's where we are. Here's where we are. My house is backlisted on Zillow. Bitch, what? For rent. Naughty. See, at this point, and it's cool because we are, like I said, we are already moving. We already told them like we're gonna move at the end of January. But bitch, could you let the door swing and hit us on the way out before you posted the shit and told on yourself that basically y'all let the house slip into a gray little foreclosure area? I don't know what the fuck they're doing. And then I was thinking, well, maybe it's like in the process.
Foreclosure takes a while. I do know that. So you guys heard it. Now it's back on Zillow for rent, mysteriously. Foreclosure has nothing to do with the tenant. You are supposed to keep paying your rent. Once the foreclosure is finalized, the court will tell you where and how to pay your rent. Two totally separate deals. She's trying to find a way to get out of the situation, to make it not her fault. Well, Chrissy, let me tell you something. Even if it wasn't your fault, it's hard for your audience to believe. And I think you know why. Because you're always fucking up a good spot. Chrissy can get these spots, but she never keeps them, guys. Do you notice that? She gets them, but she never keeps them. Chrissy, the bottom line is you're unable to provide permanent or you're unable to provide long-term stability for your family. And that's the problem that people have. We don't care what you feed your children. We don't care if you're on welfare. We don't care if you're surviving off of child support. We don't care how you're paying your bills. But people do find it disturbing that you cannot stay in one place for longer than 2-3 years. That is disturbing to people because now your daughter's graduating from high school. Okay? What's going to happen with that? Your kids can't have friends. They have to keep moving. That gets upsetting to the kids. All right? The kids are pissed. They're tired of it, guys. And so are we. All right? And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, guys. Do me a favor. Hit the thumbs up on your way out, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 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 Downtown, yeah. Listen, girl, I'm out of town, thugging with my rounds. My Gucci bag, my booty all brown. Wait a minute, just looking for the hole. Stop playing, won't you suck a bitch? Oh, found down, just left found down. Where my nigga is, down, yeah. He took a bitch down.
I give a fuck. I don't care.